Alright, so before we get started, this is the tools and material you need to build a lion. First off, rattan, right? So these are 4mm rattan, and I got these from Vietnam, but you can also order them online here in America. It's called rattan round reed, and look for 3.5mm or 4mm, those are fine. So that. The second thing you're gonna need, which is really important, is this fabric tape measure. Okay, up next is gonna be your Sharpie or something to mark the lion, mark your measurement. Tape. Okay, so these are 1/4-inch tape, masking tape, something to cut the rattan with, and also a pair of pliers to squeeze the rattan. And this is also useful too if you made a mistake where you have to take the rattan off, so you just cut the tape with it. Okay, so these are all the stuff you need. What's up, guys? So today we're going to be making a Hoksan lion, and it's going to be a size 2. So starting off, you're going to need a base. This is my old base from a previous build from a lion, and it should be from this point to this point, going this way, 140 centimeter, and from here to here should be about 43 centimeter. This one is 43 centimeter, which is fine. This one is going to be slightly bigger by 4 centimeters, but it should still be fine. Anything that's bent like this, all I have to do is just rebend it with my fingers, but overall it's still a pretty good frame base. So starting off, we're gonna be doing the main support, and then in this video I'm actually going to show you how to build a Hoksan. Okay, so first we're going to bend this right here. So this piece from here to here, it should be the same length as from here to here. Now then you're going to have to mark it up from the end at this point here. The first mark is going to be 4.5 centimeter, and then from here to up here is going to be 9.5 centimeter following this mark. And that gives you the height of this. All right. Okay, so it should be like this. You're gonna tape this right here to the closest end, which is right here. Same thing on this side, which is right here. And then this should be pretty straight. You can always readjust it later on. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is start marking the spacing all around here to get the correct measurement, so then we can start building the main support. Okay, so from this end right here, the flattest end, to this right here, it's gonna be 10 centimeter. From here to here, 11 centimeter. From here to here is 10. From here to the next one is 12.5. And then from here, this one should be 26 centimeter all the way going back here, which is your center point, as you can see. So the next part is going to be your 3 main support, and the 3 main is going to be this one, and this one right here. And I'm going to show you guys how to loop your rattan around the frame to make it more sturdy. So for the rest of the video, I'm not going to be able to show you guys the full measurement just because it varies, but this is how you're going to do it. Usually from the end right here, I like to measure 7 centimeter up. Then I press it with a plier, basically flatten it out. And then after 7 centimeter going up, you can go another 4.5 centimeter up. Right, so you have from here to here is 7, and then from here to here is 4.5, and that gives you a measurement for your first base. Okay, so you're just gonna flatten it out like this. Okay. So once you get it flattened out, what you're gonna do is, all you gotta do is just bend it. Okay, so now you have that. Grab your tape, then you're just gonna go from here. Okay, just gonna wrap that piece like that upward. Okay, and then from here you're just gonna tape just like that. and as you're taping it down, kind of press it again so it can be pretty tight. There you go. It's pretty tight, that way it doesn't fall out. So that is how you tape that. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so now that you have that, all you're gonna do is do the same thing on this end right here. The next one, you're gonna go 7.5 centimeter right here. That's the spacing when you fold it, and then 4. So when I say that 4.5 centimeter from the 7 is from here, goes up 4.5 centimeter. And so then the next piece, when it lays like that, right, just for an example, the next piece that lays like this is their spacing right here where you tie in the neck, the strap and all that. So it should look like this. So the next one right here. Okay, so now that you have your piece, it should be like that. You're gonna go from here, it's gonna be wrapping around this bottom frame, and it looks like this. So it's gonna be following your marking, and it should be the same measurement, the same length as your base. So I do have the measurement wrote down, but I can't really give out the full measurement just because it varies depending on the lion. It's kind of hard to give out the full measurement on video. So for an example, this next piece right here, you're gonna go 10, 11, 10, 12.5, 26. Same thing, 10, 11, 10, 12.5, and 26, right? Then you just repeat it. So another 26, 12.5, 10, 11, and 10. Okay, so next you're gonna do is tie this right here. You're gonna bind this on top of the bend where this little corner is. Okay, it's gonna be like that, and it's gonna loop around just like this. Okay, so get started. Now the next one is gonna be right here. It's gonna start from right here and it's just gonna loop itself around just like this. So after you do this one right here, you're gonna do the circular one on top. Kind of looks like an egg. I tied a red string right here to give it tension, to kind of squeeze it together, to give it the height that we need it to be. Just like that. And then this right here, it's gonna be higher. Okay, so it kind of does bulge out a little bit, so we're gonna have to fix that by cutting this right here and kind of pulling it closer, that way it doesn't bulge. All right, so I got sidetracked and I started doing this without recording. But you're gonna do is the center piece, and then you're gonna do the 2 on the side here, and then your third, so it goes 1, 2, and 3. So those are your main 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And just do the first one and third one. Then you're gonna do the second one. And then after that, all you gotta do is just fill it up in the spaces between. So half of this, and then the other half is gonna go right here. And right now we're starting to get the shape. It is kind of bulging up here. All this is I'm pretty sure because this piece right here, it's a little tall, so I might have to cut it and shorten it up just like a hair, just like I did back here. But the back is nice. So that's what I'm about to do right now, because it's supposed to be like this. Okay, so as you can see, the shape is starting to be more and more accurate. It's starting to actually look like a Hoksan. So this needs to go down a little bit. The more we add, it's gonna make it look better and better. So we have your middle piece, your 1, your 2, and your 3. So when you do this, remember it's 1, 3, then 2. Okay, so now all you gotta do is grab your other piece of rattan and you're just gonna go in between. So for an example, right, it's gonna be in between this right here. So next one you do it, it's gonna be like that. And then like that. Now these, it doesn't matter. So this, when you do this, you're gonna have to actually take the measurement of these 3. These are your main important ones. And then when you take the measurement and you do it, all you gotta do is just lay it in and it'll just be flush. So you wouldn't have to worry about the measurement on that one. Just like that. All right, so there you have it. Just like that. Now next up, the back looks good. Next up, we're gonna do the nose and the mouth. So stay tuned. That one is gonna be a little bit more difficult. So let's get started.